Hello, my name is Dr. Anika Thrower. I am a professor here in New England, as well as the author of the book entitled The Art of Dominating the Winner's Circle for the college-minded student. This past week, I got a request for a topic. First of all, let me let you know where I'm at. I am housed in downtown New Haven. That is my office. And a bit about New Haven. New Haven is home to a few colleges, well-known colleges such as Southern, Gateway Community College, University of New Haven, Albertus Magnus, as well as the infamous Yale University. Downtown New Haven is where Yale's at. Yale was founded in 1701. It is actually one of the third oldest colleges in the United States. As far as getting into Yale, it's pretty competitive. From what I gather, you basically have to be the top of your class, and then there's also some more recs. Within Yale, it's a college that was well attended by some pretty noteworthy people, such as Bill Clinton, a couple of the George Bushes, and some other folks. So Yale's pretty known, and that's where I'm reporting from today. On with the topic. So I actually got a request to delve into a topic around high school students taking a break before actually going off to college or university. And so here's my thought. Sometimes in life, we must take a break. After all, when you're talking about being a high school student, you went to school for 12, sometimes plus years. It's time to take a breather. You've graduated, you've done the work, you've paid your dues, you've done everything that was required of you to get the diploma. So why not take a little break, some may say. But the thing about taking a break sometimes is, sometimes when people take breaks, they don't go back. Now that's not a fast rule that everybody will apply. Some people actually do take breaks, or maybe a break is required for one reason or another. But ultimately, and in the best interest of the student, it's always best to go right into college or right into the university straight out of high school. So what that means is you graduate in the end of May or June or whatever the case is. You take your little breather during the summertime, kind of get your thoughts together, and you jump right back into college the end of August or September. And the way I like to equate not jumping back into school or jumping back into school is, sometimes when people wait, it's kind of like an old car in the early morning, to whereas at night when you get out of the car, it's warmed up, it's ready to go, it's the end of the night, it's been going all day. Once a car sits overnight and maybe the weather gets to it, maybe a snowstorm or whatever the case is. I'm thinking about snowstorms up here in New England, to whereas at night there may be no snow in your car, and the next morning it's like there's lots and lots of snow. So it's like you got to get in your car, and you actually got to get the snow off the car to be able to open the door up. Once you open the door up, you're actually getting into the car, and you're turning the car on for the car to heat up. Now, as the car heats up, the car starts to melt the snow or sleet or whatever off the car to kind of clean the car off. Eventually, the car is ready to go. But in the meanwhile, just think about it. The car has to warm up. The engine, the parts, or whatever the mechanics had to warm up all over again. So that's how I equate waiting to go or jump right into higher education. I know myself, I eventually got my PhD, and at first all I wanted was my master's. And for me, it was a hard road. It was a challenging road at different points. And once I got it, my juices were so flowing and so, they were so lubricant, ready to go. Moving along, I was just in that zone, to whereas when it came to academia, I was all there. I was running off 4 cylinders, hell, 12 cylinders. I was in the right zone for myself. I was on a journey, strong, meeting the right people, and my headspace was exactly where I needed to be. And I remember when I graduated and I was done with my master's, I had a yearning And that's the best way I can say it, a yearning to go back, to get into that groove, to have those moments of clarity, to just build and gain that knowledge. So the thing about not going to school or higher education and university right after college, sometimes people get really comfortable. And how could that look? It could be that sometimes people will get into a job, and the intention is not to stay in the job for a long period of time, but just a little while, maybe a semester or two, maybe until next summer, until they get a little bit of money for a car or apartment or whatever the case is. But a lot of times when it comes to young people, life kind of happens to whereas, okay, maybe I'll hold off until next semester. Or okay, I tried to apply for financial aid, or I tried to go to school and I didn't have all my things, I'll have it next semester, or whatever the case is. And unfortunately, what happens is one semester turns into another semester and another semester, and before a person knows it, when they look up and turn around, it's been 5 years, 6 years, or 10 years before they decide to go back to college, if they ever go to college. So I definitely encourage students, whenever I get a chance, to go straight through. If you're a graduate from high school, kudos, the work was done. But at the end of the day, there's even more work to be done. So I definitely wish high school students at this point who have graduated in this season the best of luck. Dues have been paid, but at the end of the day, when it comes to higher education and making an impact on self, family, and the community, more dues need to be paid. So, with that being said, I highly recommend that our youth and young adults think twice before deciding to take a break, take a breather, take a year off, or take 2 years off. Just go straight through. As I said previously, there are some circumstances where a person, for whatever reason, must take a pause, must take a break for health reasons or whatever the case is. That's to be determined. But also remember, there's always going to be an excuse not to do something. And whenever we're doing things or we want to do something that will propel us to the next level, it will be uncomfortable. Remember, when you're going to college, it's never the perfect time. There's always an obstacle. There's always an opportunity to make an excuse. So I'm hoping that some of these tips that I offer today will benefit someone. And to my cousin, Cassandra Thrower, thank you for asking me to delve into that topic about the value of not waiting to go straight into college or university. Once again, my name is Dr. Anika Thrower, and thank you for your time. Until next time, stay college-minded.